In this video, let us continue to solve problems based on probability. And we've got a problem here which reads like this. It says a box contains 3 blue, 2 white and 4 red marbles. If a marble is drawn at random from the box, what is the probability that it will be white, blue or red? Well, they say that if a marble is drawn at random, that means pretty much, you can get anything. All the possible outcomes are there. All the outcomes are pretty much possible. It's like, all the marbles are equally like to be drawn, right? The probability of red is not going to be more than blue. Whatever. It's going to be pretty much the same, if not the exact equal. But now before that, let's check out what are the number of possible outcomes. What is the total number of outcomes? You can get, there are 2 whites, so you can get 2 whites. There are 3 blue, you can get 3 blue. And there are 4 reds, so you can get 4 reds. So the total number of outcomes are 2 plus 3 and 4. So let us write that. So therefore, the total number of outcomes is 9. Now let W denote white marbles and B denote blue marbles and R denote red marbles. So now what is the number of outcomes favorable to the event W? So the number of outcomes that is favorable to the event W is 2 because there are 2 white marbles, right? So W is 2. So what is the probability of the event of getting a white, that is W, that is equal to 2 divided by the total number of outcomes, right? The total number of outcomes is 9. So there are the probability of getting a white is 2 of 9, right? And similarly, what is the probability of getting a blue? The total number of possible outcomes for a blue is 3. So the probability of getting a blue is going to be 3 by 9, or it's going to be 3 goes 3 times 9. So it's going to be 1 by 3. And then coming to red, we've got 4. There are chances that 4 times it may come red, right? So the probability of getting a red is going to be 4 divided by 9. So another very simple problem, if you see, the probability that it will be white is 2 by 9. The probability that it will be blue, it's 1 by 3. And the probability that it will be red is 4 by 9. It's a pretty simple problem. This ends this problem. And also I'd like you to note that the addition of all the probabilities gives you 1 always, right? So this ends this problem. Let's quickly solve another problem before we end this video. Well, we've got another problem here which reads like this. Harpreet tosses 2 different coins simultaneously. Say one is of rupee 1 and the other one is rupees 2. So rupee 1 coin and rupee 2 coin. So what is the probability that she gets at least 1 head? So now the first thing is we write H for head and T for tail So the most important thing to notice here is the coins are tossed simultaneously, right? So what are the possible outcomes, when the coins are tossed simultaneously? You can get head, or you can get head, tail, or you can get tail, head, or you can get tail, right? These are the 4 possible outcomes if you're tossing 2 coins simultaneously, which are all equally likely. Anything may happen. So here, HH means head up on the first coin, say rupee 1, and head up on the second coin as well, rupees 2. And similarly, HT means head up on the first coin and tail up on the second coin, and so on. Tail up on the first coin, head up on the second coin, tail up on the first coin as well as the second coin. So that's what it means. So the outcomes favorable to the event E, at least 1 head. Now here, what's the question? Now the total possible outcomes are this. That's one thing. Another thing is we are worried about at least 1 head. That means this qualifies for at least 1 head, this qualifies for at least 1 head, and this qualifies for at least 1 head, right? So that is what it is. So the number of favorable outcomes is 3. So now what is the probability of at least 1 head? Let that be called as an event. What is the probability of this event happening? That is P of E. Because the total outcomes is 4. The favorable outcomes is 3. Therefore, the probability of the number of outcomes or the number of favorable outcomes to E, the event being at least getting 1 head, is 3. So the probability of the event happening is 3 of 4. So this is the probability. So the probability that she gets at least 1 head is 3. Now you can also find as I've told you, it's not given in the question, but you can also find P, E dash, or E bar, which is the event not happening. There's no heads at all. So that is nothing but 1 minus P of E. Or, not heads at all, it's just 1 here. So it's going to be naturally 1 by 4. But the other ways, you can calculate it like this. 1 minus 3 by 4, which is 1 by 4. So the probability of the event not happening is 1 by 4. So again, a very simple and a basic problem. Well, it seems like, the probability is not that complicated after all. Alright, so this ends this problem as well as this video. I'll see you in the forthcoming videos with more problems based on probability.